lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Business Society. Today we're going to talk about the rise and drastic fall of Toys R Us. What went wrong? If you like the content of this video, remember to like, share, subscribe and hit that notification bell down below. Let's get into it. No one will relate to this more than the 80s kids who are not kids anymore. It was surprising to find out that Toys R Us was shutting down. So what actually went wrong? Toys R Us is an American toy, clothing and baby product retailer owned by True Kids Incorporated, and various others. It was founded in April 1948 with its headquarters located in Wayne, New Jersey, in the New York metropolitan area. Charles Lazarus knew he wanted to go into business as soon as he returned back from World War II. He envisioned that his friends were going to have lots of babies even before the name baby boom was a thing. He was determined and nothing was going to stop him. It was the end of the war. Life was expected to begin. A do-over. Lazarus's research was very unintentional. And back in 2008, he told Entrepreneur that everyone I talked to said they were going to go home, get married, have children, and live the American dream. I decided that I would open a store in my father's bicycle repair shop, but instead of selling bikes, I would sell cribs, carriages, strollers, high chairs, everything for the baby. My instincts told me the timing was right. And sometimes it's good to trust your instincts. Lazarus trusted his instincts, which did not only make him capitalize on the baby boom season, but also help the inception of Toys R Us. The rise. Lazarus opened his first store, Children's Bargain Town, in Washington, D.C. in 1948. Soon after, he realised that customers didn't come back for more strollers, high chairs and other baby goods with their second child, so he started selling a few inexpensive toys, then added more items to his inventory based on popularity. It did not end there. Lazarus wanted to expand his business. He had an idea that was bigger than Children's Bargain Town or any kids stores he had ever seen. He envisioned a massive store filled with every toy in existence. The ultimate kids' paradise. In 1957, he got out of the baby furniture business, renamed his company Toys R Us, and created the first ever big box toy store. While the other toy stores were a point-and-pay style, he took the supermarket form. Parents would walk in with their kids from one aisle to another, looking to buy the different varieties of toys available. Most of the toy stores at the time were small and family-run. Others only carried a limited or specific line of products. On the other hand, Lazarus's stores were orders of magnitude larger than their competitors, and presented a variety of thousands of different toys. Now who wouldn't want to experience that? The game changer. Toys R Us was the ultimate game changer. No one had seen anything like it yet, so even the consumers were taken by surprise. What Lazarus really captured was this sense of American abundance after the war and after all those years of depression, says Richard Gottlieb, founder of Global Toy Experts and an authority on the toy business. Richard sees Lazarus as part of a bigger wave of entrepreneurship that took hold in the post-war years. The modern American toy industry was really created by Jewish soldiers coming back from the war, he says. There were other Jewish industry superstars such as Isaac Heller, who converted military surplus into toys for boys in the 1950s. Elliot Handler, the founder of Mattel, and Milton Levine, creator of the wildly popular Milton's Ant Farm, which was a hit with the kids during the 1950s and 1960s. Lazarus's idea was quite simple if you think about it. Just build a supermarket for toys. Optics in this case mattered too. Other toy shops had display cases and decorative interiors, but Toys R Us had concrete or tile flooring and rows of toys laid out next to each other, just like an ordinary supermarket or a grocery store. The 1950s and 1960s ushered in some of the most iconic toys of all time, from Mr. Potato Head to Barbie to the Easy Bake Oven. Some of you understand, others don't have any clue in regard to these toys. Competitors eliminated. Soon, Japan began to rebuild its economy and began producing inexpensive toys, like tin robots and cars and stuffed animals. Lazarus bought all these cheaply and in bulk. Lazarus was able to negotiate contracts to buy toys for cheaper than his competitors, due to the fact that he bought and sold so many toys. This made Toys R Us into what retail historians recognize as the first category killer. A company that so completely dominates its retail category that it drives all of its competition out of business. Several toy stores were kicked out of business. Mom and pop toy stores, for example, were unable to captivate children with the sheer promise of discovery offered by Toys R Us' larger inventories. Department stores, which had once relied heavily on seasonal toy sales, soon realised that Toys R Us had created a year-round demand they weren't able to serve as effectively, kicking them out of that stream of revenue. Advertising. The company's reputation sure stood for itself, but word made rounds about this new, exciting shopping experience just for kids. Additionally, as TV reached more and more households, Toys R Us benefited from advertising by toy manufacturers. Companies like Mattel could now market their newest offerings to kids directly, which fueled demand for the toys Lazarus stocked. TV helped consolidate Toys R Us' brand as well. The store used its mascot, a lovable giraffe named Jeffrey, in TV spots for the company beginning in 1973. Soon, he was a TV commercial staple, even acquiring a wife, Gigi, and children Junior and Baby G. And in the early 1980s, the store's TV spots became even more iconic with a catchy jingle that featured a self-identified Toys R Us kid who never wanted to grow up. The company went public in 1978. Lazarus' hard work helped him turn a $500 million toy industry in 1950 into one worth $12 billion in 1990. At the height of its power, Toys R Us sold 18,000 different toys in 1,450 locations around the globe, and controlled 25% of the world's toy market. During the store's heyday, it seemed like everyone was a Toys R Us kid. And the fall. Parents eventually grew concerned about overloading their children with toys. Richard says that oversaturation was never Toys R Us' challenge. In fact, the store only began to fail once it cut back on the dizzying number of toys it carried. In 1994, Charles stepped down as the company's CEO after nearly half a century of selling toys to children. Once a retail giant survived by dominating the entire toy industry, the children's imaginations, and by driving its competitors out of existence. In March 2017, the 70-year-old business announced that it would call it quits. It was the end of an era for the store that once held a lock on the entire toy industry and made toy shopping, once a seasonal treat, into a regular family outing. Now the retail giant has been forced into bankruptcy, the victim of a retail model it helped pioneer. Toys R Us faced other challenges over the years, like the rise of e-commerce, changing toy tastes, a transfer to private hands in 2005, and a leveraged buyout that failed spectacularly. The store themselves became increasingly dated. The biggest irony is that Toys R Us became a casualty of the big box model it helped create. The original category killer was killed by big box stores that were even bigger and more powerful than Lazarus' giant store. Bigger brands such as Walmart and Amazon gave Toys R Us a massive run for their money. Executives began to winnow the number of toys the store carried and focused even more on slashing prices. As Toys R Us dialed back its offerings, it cut back on the magic too. When Toys R Us changed its focus from the toys themselves to undercutting the competition, it lost its mojo, and that was the end of it. Well, that's it for today, guys. How was this video? Did you like it? If yes, then hit that thumbs up and comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also press the bell icon for notifications on all of our new videos. I'll catch you next time.